Hold on. Hey, yes, Nixon. So awesome. So it's recording. Yeah, thanks for taking the time. So just really wanted to get to know you better, and also so that our audience, people that out there, people out there who want to learn technology or anybody just curious about tech can also at least learn a bit more from you. So I like your profile because I saw in Discord channel, I saw that you were doing stuff like graphic design, chip design, IoT, game development. I was like, wow, that's interesting. Okay, so must have a chat with this guy. Maybe you want to share about yourself, your background, what do you do now? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm actually a student in APU. Um, right now it's at diploma, third sem. Honestly, I don't think that school is recommendable, but it's another topic for another day.
Oh,
And so yeah, and background is well, I self-learn everything. Because actually the school doesn't help much. Like right now, it's at Sem 3, it's just teaching Python basics, so it doesn't help much. Yeah, so everything that I know is most likely to be self-learned. And
amazing.
yeah, and I right now current interest is like the game development, and um, I joined like three game jams before, which is quite fun. Like game jams are just like small competitions. It's not competition, but it's just like a event. Like everybody can join and have fun and make games.
Yeah.
Yeah, so game jams and yeah, joined game jams and did some freelance work and yeah, a part time job right now. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, and you're in third sem of APU. And wait, are you second year, first year, third year or what?
Third sem is actually the last semester for the first year, and then
Okay.
yeah, and then second year will be like fourth sem and fifth sem, and then I think the
Nice.
sixth sem is like internship
Okay.
semester. Yeah.
So you're saying that all your skills are self-taught. What do you mean by that? Meaning that is this stuff that you learn in uni is things you already know and you're just learning beyond that and learning by yourself?
No, actually, not everything that I learned in uni is already known by me, which is like, for example, if there are like topics like business, they are not related to IT, or topics like hardwares that are not related to like software and
Mm,
programming and stuff. Those are the stuff that I did not learn in like for when I'm self-learning.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, but uh, for stuff like programming or database, those are the stuff that I actually learned quite a lot already. But actually, still got some like, insights from the lecturers and teachers there. Um, but yeah, there are stuff that I learned before that, but there are also lots of stuff that I didn't learn before, which is like not into the technical stuff. Those are the stuff that actually they are new to me in university. Yeah.
Okay, understand. So basically anything non-technical like business stuff, or outside your technical field, maybe you just learn from uni. But a lot of the stuff you learn on your own, you taught yourself. I mean, at the end of the day, that's really what you need to do, right? To be able to become good at game dev or even coding. You need to be able to learn on your own, right?
Yeah, for like technical stuff, practical stuff you need to learn on your own. But I think theories are also quite important. So
Mm,
university teaches theories more. At least for my university, I think for until now, because I'm not like degree year one or degree year two, so I
yeah.
can't say much for uni. But until now, I think the theories are much more of what I learned compared to practical stuff. Yeah.
Okay, understand. So maybe tell us more about your future in terms of what your plans are. I think a lot of people hear game development or hear your freelance work. I mean, what's the things that excite you about what you're doing now? I mean, what exactly are you doing? Because you're doing a few things.
Game development is, well, in itself is quite exciting if you hear the word game development. I'm not sure
Yeah.
if anyone are excited about it, but I am. So like game development is you put in your creativity and then you put in your technical skills and then you create something that other people can enjoy,
Yeah.
and you also enjoy actually when you are looking at other people who plays your game. So it's kind of like you make like a product, but it's not a product. It's like an entertainment product.
Yeah,
and then you put it out, ask for feedbacks, and then you implement something new that your audience like or your fan base like, and then you put it out again, and then you get the feedback again, which is like a loop, which gets you like very excited or happy to make the game.
mm,
I'm actually not at that level yet. I just like just starting out. And joining game jams are like a way to start out. Um, but yeah, I mean the like the reason why I'm so excited about game development is like the creativity, and it's not just about technical. You can put in stories, and you can make an emotional game that change people's life and something like that. Uh,
I see.
yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. So is game development something that you see a big future in and you want to work in that field? That's a field for you you want to be in.
Actually, I don't think it's a field which is quite profitable. Like not profitable. The right word is like sustainable. Like you if you want to be like a full time developer, especially indie game developer, it's quite hard, and you need to be very lucky to be successful in like for game developers. So I think maybe in the future, what I would like go to is maybe like joining game companies or joining like 3D industry, like filmmakings. They need VFX artists, something like that. Or what I like a lot is also simulations. So maybe there's like challenging simulation stuff, physics simulation stuff that is needed to solve. I would be happy to join those companies to solve those things.
I see. So if there's one thing that you're looking for in a community that can help you, what are you looking for?
Looking for actually I didn't look for anything. I just
If
joined.
there's anything that you can do, or do you feel that doing solo everything yourself is best?
No, I actually like to work in a team, which I always like invite my friends to join me. There's like a project that I work on. It's called a smart assistant, which
Ah,
is which is aimed to like make something like Jarvis, something like that. You know, uh, like a house automation stuff, and also
yeah.
a chatbot that you can chat with. Yeah, I actually invited lots of my friends to come and join in the project. So yeah, so
Oh,
um,
that's really interesting. No, but actually, if you can choose one thing that you can work on for the next 5 years and you're very passionate about it, which will it be? The AI assistant, the game dev, the simulation, so many fields, right? Which is one thing that you're to forget about sustainability, right? But which is the most interesting thing for you that you really enjoy?
well, actually, game dev and the smart system thing is the tool that I want. But if I were to choose one, I don't think I can choose one because like I need because like for example if you are doing just game dev you'll just be doing lots of the art and also just like doing games which is like kind of niche in the field itself.
Yeah.
um, then you kind of like you learn a lot about game dev, but you don't learn other stuff like if you're doing smart assistant, you learn other side of the field, which is like artificial intelligence and implementing AI with graphics. And also like you just can if you are doing if I'm doing smart assistant, I can just like do weird stuff with it because it's like an experimental project and it's a project where you can do anything with it because it doesn't constrain you to what you must do. So for smart assistant, it's like an experimental thing, place that I can work with, and I can test out the new technology and all those at smart system. And then once I learn like some new skills, and then I can implement it inside like game dev or any other fields that I want to work on.
Ah,
So I think that diversity is kind of like a better idea to go instead of choosing one path. Yeah.
yeah. What's your advice for people who want to learn up game dev? I mean, is it easy to just start straight away? Okay, I want to be a game dev right away. Or what's the journey, What's the adventure like to become a game developer?
I'm not a successful game developer and definitely not a successful person.
No, lah,
So
to get started to where you are, you're definitely learning all this and you're doing this stuff, right? A lot of people
um,
don't even know how to start, right?
yeah, I would say if you have the time, because if you have a day job, don't quit your day job. It's not a good thing to do. You should stay on a day job, and then if you
Mm.
have like extra time, only then you learn game dev. Just pick an engine. I would say Unity, Unreal, Godot. Just pick one, and then just start doing some weird stuff with it. Just play around the engine and get used to it. And I would also recommend that you choose the right tool because there are lots of tools out there. Unity,
Yeah,
like game engines, there are Unity, Unreal, and Godot, and 2D Maker and others. I
yeah.
would say experiment with some of those software and choose like the best that you think it is, and then use that and stick with it. Just don't change too much. Stick with the engine for a while. At least complete some game because completing a game is quite important. You can always start like a new idea and create a new game, but you can also like not complete the game itself. So I think um, completing a game is a good way to like learn stuff because anything that you do like in the past will help you in the future because there are the experiences that you learn from the past games. Yeah.
Amazing. What's the number one skill people need to have to be able to learn up game development?
Number one skills for game
One or
development.
two important skills that they need to do to become a successful game developer.
Game developer, I think you must know a lot of skills because you can't just stick with one unless you are unless you are like employee. Is it like a worker or like a person who work in a game studio? You can just stick with one skill. But if you are
Yeah.
indie game developer, you need to pick up a lot of hats. Like you need to know entrepreneurship. You need to know art.
Ah,
Yeah. The, um, but I would say you stick with your like the part where you are most good at. For example, if you are very good at art, you stick with art, and then if you have the money, you can outsource other stuff to other people to work on it. But you should
i-
know like a little bit of everything before.
interesting.
Yeah.
So you need to be able to constantly learn new stuff all the time and learn a little bit of everything.
Well, yes, for game developer, and I mean for in like for tech in general, you need to be able to learn new stuff every day. It's not
Yeah,
just game development. Yeah.
true, true. So what's one thing that excites you for the next 5 years? What's one thing exciting that you hope to look forward to do?
One thing that excites me, I think, well, it's a hard question because there are lots of things that excites me. Like, um,
Say
I'm
a
working
few.
on like a project called the cloth on a cloth simulation project, which is like simulating cloth in the virtual world.
Oh,
That's quite
wow,
exciting. Yeah.
interesting.
And I'm also working on like games that I want to work like that I dream of working. So, which I haven't started yet, but I'm planning it, writing out all those steps that I need to do. And also the smart assistant is also one thing that excites me. Like I need to see some end product, not end product, like some prototype of the smart system which is working and helping people out. Yeah. So
Amazing,
yeah.
amazing. Would you ever be interested to start your own indie game project if you can gather all the right people, but you have to lead them?
Yeah. Actually, if yes, but I need the money also. Like you can't just call people and join, and then you just call them to work for free. It's not a good way. And also, if they just work for free and they are not passionate about the project, it will just bring down the work. Like it will slow down the work, the development. So I
Of
think
course.
yeah. So I think I would like maybe start solo first, and then maybe some of the friends that I trust that are also passionate about the game start with, and then once like there's a prototype out for people to test out, for publishers to test out, and then once we get some funding and all those, then only we hire people to work. But it's like a like hard to achieve, so I think it's not something that I would do like very very soon.
Let's see what we can do with the community, right? One thing why we want to have a Discord channel for a lot of different people from different backgrounds is so that anybody who has an interesting idea can say, hey guys, I want to do game development. who here is passionate about indie game development? And then you must sell your idea, right? If you find someone, then you'll realize that a lot of people out there are actually very passionate and they all want to do indie game development, but they couldn't find someone. And they say, no, no, we want to do this all together. We don't need to pay us, because then they will become part of the team that own the game, for example, right? And that's how you can get started, right? That could be one way, right? And normally at the community level, I'm always very interested to figure out, how the community can help people do new projects or make stuff happen. Because when we do more projects and when people do exciting things, everyone in the community is very interested. They'll go and go, wow, these people are actually doing something. Let me be involved. How can I be involved? It's all about that.
Yeah.
So
Um,
yeah.
but there are some like things that you need to like be aware of because although those people are like interested in game development, um, but game development is quite broad. So like
Mm,
maybe they're interested in the FPS genre. Some are interested in like open world genre, something like that. Um, so you can't. I mean, not you can't, but it's not like everybody would join together just to make the idea that you want because it does not excite everybody, and everybody has their own like dream game to make and their own idea. So um, yeah, but and also like people who are just started doing game development and haven't actually have like an idea of what game development is would that join the game dev like I mean join my game or any other
mm,
person's project. It would slow them down a lot because you need to teach them a lot of things because game dev is not like easy to do.
yeah,
Yeah, so it will slow down a lot. And those people who already know game dev and have experience, they should have like an idea of what they want to create. So you can't just bring them in because they would not possibly like want to work with your idea and love your idea. And it's most probably that they have their own idea in mind that they want to make. Yeah, so it's
you're right.
kind of hard.
You're right. Yeah, I mean, hey, nothing's easy, man. Nothing's easy, I guess. I guess depends on what people. Yeah, I guess if it's tough, then have to wait, right? It's all about finding the right people at the right time and the right place. It's not easy, not easy. But yeah, good points you raised over there. Anything you want to share with the community, or anything you want to add before we call it to a close?
Mm, I would say uh, just chase your dream.
Mm,
Don't listen too much on what others think. You should be listening, but not like following every advice that you get. You just like listen, and then but you still work on your dream, and yeah, just work on your dream. I don't think there's much I could say because I the, I'm just like a nobody with like some experience on like doing random stuff. So I don't think I'm in a position to give a lot of advice
no,
here.
it's okay. We're all learning from each other. That's what we're all doing here, and that's the most important thing. But yeah, no, I'll be very interested to definitely see how we can even do something game development world and try and gather more interest in it, whether it's investments or whether it's community or whether it's people. I think you need to start somewhere. And I think you have a group of friends already. It's just how can we make it happen, like make it on a bigger scale, That'll be interesting. Cool. Let me pause the video first for now. And thanks for that, Nixon, right?
Yep,
Awesome. Say bye bye to the audience, Nixon.
yep. Bye.